Hello everyone and good evening. At least it is evening when I'm making this video. Charles Anthony Hood here. My website is charlesanthonyhood.blogspot.com. I am slowly and surely building my social network. I just wanted to jump on here and make a quick video. I just want to say that everybody who has followed me and if you enjoy my poetic content, I really appreciate it. Everybody who has followed me and who has liked my content, I appreciate it 100%. If you haven't visited my website, I would encourage you to do so. There's a link in my Instagram, on my Instagram page. There's a link. But if you go to charlesanthonyhood.blogspot.com, that will get you to my website. And I have my poems written and also videos to go along with the poems. I also have some other type of content. One of the issues that I had was that Google AdSense told me that my poetic content was not substantive enough for them to place ads on my website. So pretty much I stopped doing what I was doing because I had to figure out what was important to me. I love writing poetry. I have been writing poetry since I took creative writing in high school. And also when I was in college, I took a poetry course. I'm currently reading Poetry for Dummies. So I am educated in poetry. I have a bachelor's degree in general studies with the focus of psychology, but through the course of that education, I did study poetry, different ways of writing it, the iambic pentameter, and to be honest with you, I don't remember all the rest. The poetry I write, though, is free verse poetry. I do have some that rhymes, but it's still free verse. All my poetry is free verse. That is the style that I learned to write in, was free verse poetry. When I took my poetry course in my undergraduate studies, the professor told us on the very first day, he said, "I don't want your poetry to rhyme." And so that's the style I learned. I learned free verse poetry. I had a wonderful experience. I don't remember the professor's name, which is sad because I wish I could remember names better. I don't do well with remembering names. Anyway, I digress. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to write my poetry. Right now, I am taking some time off. In October, I published several posts about the Bible. They were like little Bible studies or whatever. And it turns out that type of content is not appreciated on the social media platforms. Excuse me. And so I decided to just take it off. So anyway, I took that off because I took it off my website. I left it on some of my social media posts. But apparently the content that I posted about the Bible is like forbidden in the social media terms and conditions and the user application or whatever, the website terms and conditions basically they tell you, and I knew that, but what happened was I got involved with using AI, and I thought that I could use AI to start posting on my blog and posting on social media, and I thought, oh wow, I could use AI and it'd be like I would have a professional writer without actually having to hire a writer. And so what I did in October on my website and my other social media, I posted some content from AI that was about the Bible. And Instagram demonetized it because they said it was against their policies. So anyway, I removed it off my website because I decided I'm going to keep doing my poetry because I'm a poet. I like to write poetry. That's what I like to do. And if Google AdSense will not put ads on my website because they say my poetry content is not substantive enough for them to put their ads, okay, that's fine. Google AdSense, don't put your ads on my poetry, okay? You say my poetry is not substantive enough. Well, I would argue that my poetry is substantive enough to put ads on it. I have learned quite a bit about poetry. My poetry, I am a professional. I have, let me see, so let's see, 15. So I have 27 years of writing experience. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second because I couldn't remember. But yeah, I have 27 years of writing experience. I have a bachelor's degree in general studies with a focus of psychology, and I have 27 years of writing experience. I have never been successful with writing up to this point. I published a book back in, I think it was 2016, or maybe, yeah, I think it was 2016 or 2017. But the problem was I didn't have the understanding, the know-how, or the financing to really market the book. It's called Eye Feathers Always See. If you go on my website, charlesanthonyhood.blogspot.com, I have a whole page dedicated to Eye Feathers Always See. It is a Southern Gothic novel about a sadistic family who takes in a young woman and ends up contributing to her suicide. And of course, there are other subplots and things going on. There is an African American. There are African American characters. There's a Native American character. There are white characters. So anyway, it's an interesting story. If you go to charlesanthonyhood.blogspot.com, you can go to Eye Feathers Always See and check out my novel. I am currently studying to learn about marketing because when I started as a professional independent publisher, I didn't know anything about marketing. And so I enlisted the help of Stratford Career Institute to learn about social media marketing. So anyway, I'm hoping to make a go of it as an independent publisher. Check out my content, charlesanthonyhood.blogspot.com. I hope you all have a wonderful day and get after it and do what you need to do to make this life the best life that you can possibly live. Ciao.